Hey everyone! Thanks so much for tuning in to the JRE.AI Halloween special. We've been putting this one together for a long time, and honestly, it's the most work we've ever put into a single project. It's a mix of everything we love doing, some laughs, some weirdness, a little bit of storytelling, and a touch of the eerie. We've got 5 full rounds of Joe and Rick doing what they do best. And in between, you'll be hearing new entries from Lyra's journal. 4 new stories that follow her story through the fall, building toward Journal 3. So whether you're driving, cooking, or just letting this play while you carve a pumpkin, thank you for hanging with us tonight. We've worked hard writing and editing to bring this to you, so if you enjoy, please subscribe and maybe even check out our Patreon. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Here's Joe and Rick.
Hey man, seriously, thanks for doing the Halloween special with me. I know you're not usually into this kind of thing, but I appreciate you showing up for it.
Yeah, well, I didn't have anything better to do. But what happened to that whole plan where you were gonna dress up like me for Halloween?
I changed my mind.
Why? You were so excited about it. You even said you were gonna get the same jacket.
Yeah, I just didn't want people to get confused.
Confused how?
Like, if they saw the video, they'd think it's funny. But if they're just listening to the podcast, they might actually get mixed up.
You think people are gonna confuse our voices because you're wearing a jacket that looks like mine?
Well, not because of that, but you know, the vibe.
The vibe? Joe, that makes even less sense than usual.
I'm just saying, it could happen.
All right, whatever.
So any plans with the family tonight?
Morty's going to some party at Jessica's place. Big shocker, right? I give it 10 minutes before he fumbles that one harder than a wet football.
You don't have any faith in him at all?
Faith? Joe, he once called her bro mid-flirt. That kid's a walking cringe compilation.
All right, fair point. What about Summer?
She asked me to drop her off at Dwarf Terrace 9. Apparently they're having some big planetary Samhain festival. Think Burning Man, but with more tentacles and less consent forms. I'm sure she can handle herself, but I'm also sure she's gonna be beyond trash by the time I pick her up.
So you're doing the dad taxi thing tonight?
More like the interdimensional Uber Eats for regret. Anyway, Jerry's idea of celebrating is an 80s horror movie marathon with the whole family. Everyone already asked me to send robot doubles in their place. I said sure, and honestly, Jerry won't even notice.
Man, that's brutal.
No, Joe, that's survival.
And what about Beth and Space Beth? They doing their own thing?
Yeah, they said they're going space trick-or-treating, which is hilarious, because that's definitely code for hooking up. They don't realize everyone in the family already knows. Well, except Jerry. Poor guy's living in his own sitcom rerun.
You ever think that's weird, though?
Weird how?
Like, she's literally herself.
Yeah, and look, man, I think it's fine. If anything, most people would probably be better off if they loved themselves half as much as Beth does.
That's kind of deep, actually.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
So after we wrap this up tonight, I'm throwing a little party at the studio. Nothing crazy, just the guests from tonight's lineup and a few of the crew. You should stop by, man. It's going to be a chill hang.
You? Chill? I'll believe that when Elks start hosting TED Talks.
I'm serious. We're going to smoke some cigars, pour a little Grey Goose, do some mushrooms, maybe a little DMT. Just relax, vibe out, tell ghost stories, maybe hit the sensory deprivation tank if things get weird.
Yeah, because nothing says relax like blasting your consciousness into the void while high on ancient tree bark.
It's about connection, man. Halloween's spiritual, if you think about it. The veil's thin tonight. Perfect time to explore consciousness.
You're talking about exploring consciousness while wearing a shirt that says, "Protein is life."
That's balance.
That's branding?
Whatever, dude. I told each guest to bring something special to the party, too. Keeps it interesting. I want to see what people come up with.
What's the over-under on one of your guests showing up with an NFT of a pumpkin?
We'll see, but I told them to keep it old school, something physical. Could be a drink, a weird artifact, even a game. I just want everyone to bring something that feels like Halloween to them.
You really turned a night of reckless substance abuse into a Pinterest board for shamans.
You say that, but you're definitely showing up.
Yeah, fine, I'll swing by. Might even class it up a bit. Portal off mid-party, grab some Kalax and a jug of cosmic moonshine. Stuff's distilled in a black hole. Practically glows with poor decisions.
I feel like that breaks every health code in the galaxy.
Oh, absolutely. But it pairs great with Grey Goose and regret.
Man, that's gonna be one wild Halloween.
Just don't make me do karaoke again. Last time you started chanting about elk spirits over a remix of Thriller.
That's called fusion, Rick.
That's called trauma, Joe.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here in a second. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we've got our first special guest joining us for the Halloween special.
Oh boy, can't wait to see which dimension you drag this one in from.
It's a good one, man, but before that, we've got something special for everyone listening.
Yeah, a little change of pace. Something that actually makes people think instead of just making their brain leak protein powder.
Exactly. Up next, we've got a new entry from Lyra's journal. It's one of those stories that kind of sticks with you. Perfect for the fall vibe, perfect for tonight.
So light a candle, turn the lights down, and pretend Joe's not about to sell you DMT after this.
I promise I only sell the good stuff. Anyway, we'll be right back. Enjoy Lyra's journal entry 17.
It's been a while since I've written anything. I guess I kept telling myself I'd do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow kept slipping away. But something important happened today, something that feels like it might matter. Jean came to find me this morning. She looked tired, the kind of tired that doesn't come from work, but from holding too much together for too long. She said the camp's been off. Ever since the incident with Conrad, everyone's been distant. Meals are quieter. Laughter doesn't last. People do their jobs and disappear back into their tents like ghosts. She wants to fix that. Or at least remind everyone that we're still people, not just survivors ticking off another cold night. She said she wants to throw a little festival. Something simple, something that feels like the old days. Music, firelight, maybe a few things that make it feel like we still know how to live. But she needs help. She said she doesn't want to pull anyone from the scavenging teams right now, not with winter closing in. Every trip out there counts. So she asked if I'd go instead. Just me, to see what I could find to make the place look and feel alive again. I told her yes, but I'll admit it here. I'm nervous about going out on my own again. It's been a long time since I've left camp without someone watching my back. After everything that's happened, the quiet out there feels heavier than it used to. I keep wondering if I'm getting soft, or if I've just learned how fragile we really are. Still, it's something worth doing. If I can bring back even a spark of what Jean's hoping for, maybe it'll be enough to remind everyone that life doesn't end with survival. Ryan helped me pack earlier. He didn't say much, just handed me a knife he'd sharpened and told me to be careful. I didn't realize until now how much I already miss him. Tomorrow I head out.
All right, we're back, and I'm honestly kind of shocked we pulled this one off. Joining us for the JRE.AI Halloween special, Taylor Swift.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Wow, didn't think we could afford this kind of clout, Joe. Did you sell a kidney or something?
Nah, man, we're doing fine. Taylor, congrats on the new album, The Life of a Showgirl. It's incredible. I think it might finally be the thing to overthrow K-pop demon hunters on the Billboard charts.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Those guys have laser swords and synchronized dance moves. I just have a microphone and trauma.
Yeah, but apparently that's all you need these days.
Yeah, I gotta ask though, how do you keep doing it? Every album's huge, every tour is bigger than the last. What's the secret?
You really want to know?
Of course.
All right. First time I've said this out loud on a podcast, but I'm a witch.
A witch?
Yeah, real magic. Spells, sigils, all that.
Wait, seriously?
Think about it. I've been dropping hints for years. The whole cabin in the woods energy from folklore wasn't just for the aesthetic. And that lyric, something wicked this way comes, that wasn't a reference. That was a warning.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. There's no such thing as magic. You're just really good at manipulating algorithms and brainwashing your fans into thinking breakup songs are prophecy.
Rick, come on, don't be rude.
No, it's fine. Actually, Joe, after your oddly pointed questions about my sex life the last time I was here, maybe don't stand up for me. I can handle myself.
Ha! She's got you there!
Rick, since you're so sure, why don't you prove magic doesn't exist?
Because I've seen it all, sweetheart. Every timeline, every dimension. I know when I'm in a magical one, and this isn't it. This is just another universe full of delusion, marketing, and bad Wi-Fi.
Then maybe the timeline itself isn't magic. But that doesn't mean people in it can't be.
Huh!
I think she just blew your multiversal brain, Rick.
Yeah, well, that or she cast a spell on me.
Maybe both.
All right, so moving right along, Taylor, what are you bringing to the Halloween party after the show?
Oh, I've got something special planned. I'm bringing a tartare.
Okay, fancy. What kind?
Made from the various hearts of my exes.
What?
It's an elegant snack, actually. I learned the recipe from my gal pal Cleopatra. She had excellent taste in men and seasoning.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. That's metal as hell.
Rick, she just said she's serving human hearts.
Yeah, and? That's commitment. I respect that level of chaos. Most people break up and post a sad quote online. She starts a buffet.
That's not a good thing, man.
Don't knock it till you try it, Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and knock it. Hard pass.
I'll try one tonight.
Wait, really? You were just saying she's full of it, that magic isn't real.
Yeah, well, turns out she's full of something a lot more interesting than algorithms.
See, Rick gets it.
You switched up fast, man.
What can I say? I appreciate a woman who knows her way around necromancy and a charcuterie board.
See? I told you. You've already fallen under my spell.
Yeah, well, if your spell comes with good production value and a Grammy, I'll take it.
Careful, man. That's how it starts. You'll be a full-blown Swiftie by midnight.
Please, you think I'm gonna start crying to a breakup song?
That's exactly what every man says before the bridge hits.
We've lost too many good Ricks that way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Alternate timelines, man. Happens every time she drops an album. Somewhere out there, there's a Rick in a cardigan, sipping wine, tweeting lyrics in lowercase.
All right, that's horrifying.
Oh, don't worry. By the time the clock strikes 12, you'll be harmonizing with your emotions.
Yeah, if that happens, somebody shoot me with a portal gun.
No point, man. By then, you'll just open it yourself like to buy concert tickets.
And vinyl variants. Don't forget those.
I don't even own a record player.
You will.
See? The transformation's already begun.
Great. This is how the multiverse dies. Not with a bang, but with a friendship bracelet.
And what a friendship bracelet it'll be. I'm picturing RS for Rick Swifty.
All right, I think that's about our cue to check back in with Lyra.
Yeah, gotta see how the camp's holding up before the festival.
Taylor, thanks for coming on. It's always an experience.
Always happy to stop by. I'll see you both at the party. And don't forget, I'm bringing that heart tartar.
Wouldn't miss it.
You say that like you've been waiting your whole life to eat people?
I mean, I've done worse.
That's not reassuring.
You'll change your mind after a bite. It's got this perfect balance, passion, regret, and just a hint of betrayal.
See, that's the part that gets me. Everyone's just being so weirdly normal about cannibalism.
Halloween, baby, let people live, or not.
Exactly. It's all about the spirit of the season.
Yeah, spirit's one thing. Eating your exes is another.
Tomato, tomato.
See you at the party, Taylor. Bring the chaos.
Always do.
And on that very concerning note, let's head back to Lyra.
It's been a few days since I left camp, and I'm starting to feel the weight of the silence out here. Jean didn't give me a list, just told me to follow my gut. Said she trusted my instincts more than any plan she could draw up. I guess that's supposed to be comforting, but it mostly feels like pressure. So I've been chasing that gut feeling, trying to find things that might make this little festival of hers feel like more than a desperate distraction. I've come across a few small wins, some bruised fruit that'll still bake fine, and a half bag of sugar that somehow stayed dry. If I can find a little flour, maybe we can make pies. Real ones. Not ration bars pretending to be dessert. The thought of people sitting around, eating something that tastes like sweetness again. It keeps me moving. But I still want more. Something that feels like a celebration. Alcohol, for one. The real kind, not the antiseptic we use for cleaning. Even a bottle or two could make people forget the world outside the firelight, just for a night. And maybe something else. Something fun. Something that reminds people we're still alive. Music, maybe. Games. I don't even know what that would look like anymore, but I want to bring it back. The problem is, I haven't found much. Not for lack of trying. The world's just empty out here. Hollowed out. Everything useful has been picked clean or rusted away. Every abandoned house looks like the last. Every town a ghost repeating the same story. Then, today, I heard something. I thought it was wind at first, or maybe the metal of a fence twisting somewhere nearby. But then it came again. Grunts, snorts, pigs. I froze. I haven't heard that sound in years. Livestock shouldn't even be possible anymore. At least not this far out. But I swear I heard them. I climbed a ridge and listened again, and there it was. Faint, but real. I don't know what it means. Maybe I'm losing it. Or maybe it's a sign I'm supposed to keep going a little farther. So that's what I'm doing. One more day. I'll head toward the sound, see if there's anything there. If I'm right, maybe it's more than pigs. Maybe it's life clinging on somewhere waiting to be found. If I'm wrong, then I guess it's just another ghost to add to the list. Either way, I'll know tomorrow.
All right, we're back with our Halloween special, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Haven't seen this guy in a while, so it's good to have him back on the show. Jesus, welcome, man.
Thanks, Joe. Always good to stop by. Been a bit since we've all sat down like this.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm kind of surprised you showed up at all, honestly. Feels like Halloween would be more your brother's department.
Oh, it definitely is. He loves this time of year, but he's got his hands full lately. You know how he gets big projects, big speeches, lots of fire and brimstone to polish up.
Wait, so he's working again? Like really working?
Yeah, he's kind of stepping into the whole ruler of hell role again, trying to modernize things down there. Turns out eternal damnation's a tough crowd, but he's winning them over.
Huh, didn't think he was the managerial type.
He wasn't. For a while, he just let things run themselves. You can imagine how that went. But he's trying now, honestly. I'm proud of him.
That's actually kind of awesome. The devil getting his act together.
Yeah, hell's under new management. That's a hell of a headline.
Exactly. I figured I'd stop by and celebrate a little, maybe unwind. He gets Halloween, but I get the day after, the hangover, the reflection, all that good stuff.
That's classic you, man. Always looking for the meaning behind the madness.
Yeah, real deep stuff. Meanwhile, your brother's probably throwing a rave down there.
Oh, he sent me pictures. It's a lot of fire.
Guess he's really leaning into the branding.
He always does. So, part of this new era for him, he released a book.
Wait, seriously? Like an actual book?
Yeah, it's called Letters from Lucifer, kind of a collection of essays, reflections, apologies, and a few rants that only he could pull off. He dropped it early down in hell just to see how it would land. And honestly, it's been huge.
You're telling me the devil's doing book tours now?
Pretty much, he held readings by the River of Souls, said it was the first time he'd seen demons quiet in centuries. They weren't afraid, they were listening. Some cried, some argued, but they listened. And for him, that's progress.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's been good for him. He's always carried a lot of guilt about how things went, even if he'd never admit it. The book gave him a voice again, but it also reminded him that he's not just the villain in everyone else's story. He's his own person, too.
Guess it's never too late to rebrand?
It's more than that. He's healing, seeing himself as more than what he used to be. He's finally stopped trying to prove heaven wrong and started figuring out what he actually wants to build.
That's something. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy's still a pain in the ass across most realities, but yeah, good for him.
He'll always be a handful, but he's learning, and that means something to me. You don't get many second chances when you fall that far, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, if someone like him can turn it around, maybe the rest of us don't have to be totally screwed either.
Man, that's actually kind of inspiring. A redemption arc for the devil himself.
Exactly. Even in the darkest places, there's still room for light.
Yeah, just don't tell him I said that. He'll never let me hear the end of it.
Your secret's safe with me.
All right, before we wrap this one up, I gotta ask, what are you bringing to the party tonight, man? Everyone's got something special.
Wine. Figured I'd keep it classic.
Hold up, like actual wine? Or is this one of those, give me a jug of water and watch the magic happen situations?
Yeah, and while we're on that, can we make sure it's not your blood this time? We already hit our cannibalism quota with Taylor's tartar earlier.
Relax, it's a real bottle. I picked it up back when I was in Jerusalem, aged beautifully. Tastes like forgiveness and good storytelling.
So definitely not tap water with flair.
Not unless you want it to be, but no, this one's legit.
Okay, but just to be clear, no blood.
Joe, it's wine. It's not literally my blood unless you're Catholic now, and even then, that's just a tradition. Symbolism got a little out of hand.
So no transfusion tonight, got it.
You guys make it sound like I bring a horror prop to dinner. It's just a bottle of wine. Chill.
I don't know, man, you say that, but half the stuff at this party sounds like a ritual already.
Yeah, between the witch, the blood wine, and whatever I end up bringing, this thing's starting to sound like a seance.
Hey, long as no one lights the wrong candle, we'll be fine.
You know, man, it's kind of cool seeing you here for a Halloween special. Not exactly the holiday people picture you hanging out for.
Yeah, it's basically a pagan celebration of the dead. You sure your old man's not going to be ticked about you showing up to this one?
Nah, he's fine. I mean, honestly, he doesn't really pay much attention anymore.
Wait, what do you mean?
He's taken a big step back. That heaven's mostly run by the archangels these days. They've got committees, schedules, performance reviews. It's a whole system up there now. Dad just lets them handle it.
So God retired?
Pretty much. He's earned it. Spends most of his time watching galaxies form and listening to choirs. Says it's peaceful.
That's wild. I had no idea heaven was basically on autopilot.
It's better that way, honestly. Gives everyone a little more freedom to figure things out.
So that's how you've got time to hang with your brother again.
Exactly. We don't agree on everything, but it's been good for both of us. He's trying to build something that isn't just rebellion, and I'm trying to understand what love really looks like when you stop keeping score.
That's actually kind of beautiful, man.
I think so too. At the end of the day, I don't really care what people believe or who they worship. None of that matters if they're cruel to each other. Be kind and the rest sorts itself out.
Well, cheers to that, and to not getting smote for partying with witches and demons.
Cheers to that. Dad's not watching anyway.
We'll see you at the party, Jesus.
Absolutely. Can I say the thing?
Might as well, it'll be novel.
All right, folks, I guess it's time we check back in with Lyra and see what she's discovered.
And when we come back, we got another special guest here for you.
I found it. The source of the sounds I kept hearing. It wasn't a trick. There really were pigs. It's an old farm. Abandoned for years. Maybe longer. Half the barns have collapsed, but the main house is still standing. The walls are cracked, but the roof's holding. There's even a well out back that still gives water if you pump hard enough. It's strange to see something that intact out here. The real miracle, though, is what's still alive. There were animals, actual living animals, chickens half-starved, picking through the dirt for anything. I found feed bags that had split open ages ago and scattered what was left. They went crazy for it. I don't think they've been properly fed in months. And the pigs? They're tougher, meaner. The kind that survived because they had no choice. I don't even want to think about what they've been eating to stay alive. Still, they're strong. Wild, but strong. I managed to rope one, not easy by the way, and I'm taking it back to camp. It'll be food for the festival, slow roasted over a fire, something that'll actually taste like a celebration. But I can't stop thinking about the rest of the place. The fields could be cleared, the well still works. There's space, real space, for crops and shelter. It's remote, but not unreachable. With work, it could be home. I'm going to tell Jean and Tom when I get back. We can't just survive forever. We need to build again. Something that's ours. And this farm, it feels like the start of that. If we can make it through the winter, maybe spring will actually mean something again.
All right, we're back, and man, I've been looking forward to this one all night. Our next guest, legend, icon, absolute vibe, Snoop Dogg.
What's good, baby? Appreciate the invite. Always love kicking it with you, Joe.
Dude, it's been too long, man. Thanks for coming out for the Halloween special.
Hold up. I just gotta say, Snoop Dogg is actually here. Like the real one. I've seen entire timelines that don't deserve this kind of blessing.
Ha! You wild, Rick. I'm just happy to be in the mix, man. I heard this was the spot to be tonight.
Oh, it is, trust me. But, I gotta ask, can I smoke with you tonight? Like, is that allowed? Am I worthy?
Funny thing about that, nephew. Halloween's the one night of the year I don't smoke.
What? Come on, that can't be right.
Wait, seriously? You're telling me out of all 365 days, you picked Halloween to take a break?
Yup, I let the spirits breathe, you feel me? Gotta give the ghosts a turn to get high sometimes.
That's actually the most Snoop answer possible.
Yeah, man, I don't even know what that means, but I love it.
It means tonight I'm chillin'. No smoke, no cloud, just vibes, stories, and maybe a little mischief. See, the reason I don't smoke on Halloween, man, is simple. You spend enough of them high around a bunch of kids in costumes, you start seeing things you can't unsee. I remember this one Halloween. Must have been, I don't know, 98, maybe 99. I'm out there with my cousins. Got the whole neighborhood lit. Fog machines, jack-o'-lanterns, them big orange bowls of candy sitting on porches. You know the vibe. Now, I had just rolled one that could have made a ghost giggle, right? We hitting it, laughing, and next thing I know, I see this tall, dark figure walking down the street, cape flowing, horns glinting in the streetlight. My high brain goes, that's it, Snoop, it's over. The devil done come collecting. So I start running. Drop my candy, drop my lighter, left my cousin behind, man. Thought I was about to meet my maker. I duck behind a bush, peek out, and this so-called devil, just some 12-year-old in a Party City cape. He walking up like, yo, you good, Uncle Snoop? And I'm sitting there clutching the grass like it's holy water, heart racing like I'm in a horror flick. That's when I knew. I said, never again. I can handle spirits, I can handle smoke, but not both on the same night. You smoke too much grass one Halloween, see the devil coming for you, and you stop, even after you find out the devil just wanted your Snickers bar.
That's incredible. How old were you during this supposed spiritual awakening?
Shit, I don't know, 12, 13, something like that.
So basically, you were just born gangster.
Man, I came out the womb with a pair of shades and a mixtape. What can I say?
That explains so much.
Yeah, suddenly everything about Snoop Dogg just makes perfect sense.
Hey, all I'm saying is, Halloween taught me early. Sometimes you don't need the smoke to have a good trip.
All right, Snoop, we gotta know, what are you bringing to the Halloween party tonight?
Come on, Joe Rogan, take a wild guess.
Man, it's gotta be gin and juice. There's no way you're not walking in with a bottle of that.
See, I don't know. It could be anything with you, Snoop. Maybe a haunted blunt, maybe a fog machine full of smoke from the beyond.
Both solid guesses, gentlemen, but nah. I'm bringing the only thing the people really want, the signature kush, straight from the Dogfather's private stash.
Wait, hold up. You literally just told us you don't smoke on Halloween.
Yeah, that sounded like a pretty serious story, man. The devil, the Snickers, the trauma.
That was the trick, my friends. Now here comes the treat. The D-O-double-G's W-E-E-D. Premium, spooky, blessed, and rolled with love.
You tricked us into being extra grateful for the weed?
Exactly. You can't spell Halloween without a little smoke and mirrors, nephew.
That's honestly fair.
I don't even smoke, and I feel spiritually high right now.
That's the energy, baby. No smoke required, just the vibe.
I'm not one to believe in miracles, Joe, but I swear this has got to be one. Just hearing that we're about to get high with Snoop Dogg on Halloween, I mean, the universe is smiling on us tonight.
Well, if you feel that strongly about it, you can thank Jesus yourself at the party later.
Hold up, Jesus is gonna be at the party too?
Yeah, man, he's bringing some wine.
And between that wine and your weed, my Kalax, kind of feels like a sad afterthought.
Man, I ain't seen Jesus in forever. That's family, that's blood, that's love right there. Can't wait to catch up.
Wait, family? You mean like friends?
No, man, literal family. Jesus is my nephew.
Your nephew?
Straight up, Snoop D-O-double-G, brother of the big G-O-D himself.
Hold on, wait, you're telling me you're God's brother?
Facts, Joe. And not just hanging out as relatives. I'm the one who got him to make weed, DMT, magic mushrooms, all that good stuff. The burning bush, my idea. I said, look, Pops, give him a little heat, a little light, a little mystery.
So all the stuff people call spiritual enlightenment, that's literally your handiwork?
Exactly. Every time somebody lights up a joint or trips on a shroom, that's a blessing, a little Snoop spark from the divine kitchen.
Man, that's actually incredible. I mean, the universe owes you a thank you note.
Yeah, suddenly my Kalax offering seems pathetic in comparison. I feel like I should have brought a full sacrificial feast.
Don't sweat it, nephew. The energy counts more than the gift. It's all about intention, flow, and respect.
You're basically saying that enlightenment is edible.
Something like that. And tonight, y'all get to taste it, vibe with it, and celebrate. That's what Halloween's about anyway. Trick, treat, and a little magic.
Honestly, I don't think I'll ever look at weed, wine, or Halloween the same way again.
Exactly. Now picture it. Wine from Jesus, a little D-O-double-G's W-E-E-D, the chillest vibe in the universe. That's how legends celebrate.
Man, I can't wait to see all of that come together at the party tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be a night to remember, nephew. Ghosts, spirits, smoke, laughs, nothing but love.
Yeah, if miracles exist, they're definitely hanging out in this studio right now.
All right, I think that's about the perfect lead-in to wrap things up with you tonight. Thanks for coming through, Snoop. Can't wait to see you at the party.
Always, Joe, always. And remember, Halloween's about vibes, love, and a little mischief.
I can dig that. Now let's go one more time to check in with our girl, Lyra.
Last night, I don't even know where to start. The festival was everything I hoped it would be, and somehow more. Everyone was so grateful, so alive. Tom and Jean told everyone to take the day off today. No chores, no hunting, no work. Just rest. It felt strange, but good. A real pause. We roasted the pig I brought from the farm all afternoon. The fire crackled, smoke curling up into the night, and we ate until our stomachs hurt. Then we just did nothing and everything. We sang and danced, loud enough to scare off any wandering spirits. We drank, we smoked, we swapped stories. Every scar, every laugh, every fear got its moment in the circle. I stayed close to Ryan all night, not in that tribal way we've been surviving in, but like two friends at a real party. Just enjoying the night, enjoying life. It was nice. We talked about the future, like maybe there actually is one. He told me he hopes one day the world is peaceful enough that he can have a child, a baby girl. I didn't know what to say, so I just listened and smiled. We stayed up late in my tent, talking and drinking, sharing the quiet moments that usually don't exist in this world. Eventually, we fell asleep together, just holding on to the night and each other. And then morning came, bright and too fast. Strangely awkward, like the night had happened in a bubble and now we had to return to reality. Jean called everyone together at sunrise. Everyone listened in silence as she told them we'd be moving tomorrow. That Lyra found us a new home. Me. I didn't expect the credit. All I did was follow a gut instinct, walk towards some pigs in the distance. It wasn't a feat. It wasn't heroic. And yet, everyone looked at me like I'd done something extraordinary, like I'd earned them a future. I don't know if I deserve that. Tomorrow we move. I'll write more after we get settled at the farm. But for now, I just let myself remember last night. A night of laughter, music, stories, and hope. A night that felt like life. And maybe, just maybe, a night that marked the beginning of something different.
All right, I think that might be it for tonight, man. We're probably wrapping up soon, huh?
Nah, hold up. I got a guest lined up of my own, but they're running a little late.
Oh, okay, so what do we do till then?
We kill time. Simple as that.
Kill time? All right, fine. I got a question for you then. What's your favorite cheese?
Cheese? Really? You want me to just pick one?
Yeah, man. This is Halloween. We can get philosophical. Cheese is fair game.
All right, fine. I'd say Gouda. It's smooth, a little nutty, versatile. Not trying too hard, but not boring either.
Gouda, huh? I could see that. I think I'm more of a sharp cheddar guy myself. Punchy? Gets noticed.
Yeah, cheddar's got attitude. Gouda just exists elegantly. You know, it doesn't need to shout.
I can respect that. You ever pair it with anything fancy like a fig jam or something, or do you keep it classic?
I'm a purist. Gouda can stand on its own. A little wine, maybe some nuts if I'm feeling festive. That's all it needs.
Huh. Interesting. I never would have pegged you for a purist, man.
Most people don't know me, but cheese tells a lot about a person if you listen.
All right, now I'm curious. What does Gouda say about you?
It says I appreciate balance, I like complexity without chaos, I like things that age well, that improve over time.
Wow, that's deep for cheese.
Everything's deep if you pay attention.
Okay, but real talk, how long do you think we're gonna need to kill before this mystery guest shows up?
Not long, but long enough that we can watch the Cosmic Cauldron's Halloween special together.
Wait, what? You're kidding!
I'm serious. Perfect timing, actually. While we wait, we get to see some Halloween magic in motion.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be epic.
Just settle in, Joe. Grab some snacks. It's about to get weird.
Weird is exactly my vibe tonight. Let's do this.
Welcome back, traveler. Tonight the stars dim themselves in reverence. Across the spiral arms of the galaxy, worlds pause to honor an old Earth tradition that refused to die. They call it Samhain. The night when the veil between the living and the remembered grows thin enough to breathe through. Even out here, among alien suns, some still remember. Astral Weaver remembers. She has not stopped moving since she left the ruins of her homeworld, but this night she chooses stillness. The nebula nomad rests beneath the violet sky of a distant world claimed by the alien demons. She trusts them. Not with her life, but with her silence. Their hum in her mind feels like kinship. A chorus without judgment. The alien demon king allows her to stay. No words, no ceremony. Just a nod and suddenly the air changes. The hive gathers in circles of light. No candles, no fires, only pulses of living starlight beating in rhythm with the planet's magnetic heart. Each pulse a memory, each memory a name. Astral watches, the glow reflecting in her eyes. For once she does not feel like a fugitive. She feels small, and that's a comfort. Stardust hovers beside her, resonating with the hum of the hive. His colors shift, each tone harmonizing with the king's aura until even Astral can feel it. Unity not through words but through understanding. The alien demons do not mourn. They remember. And in remembering they celebrate. Astral whispers to herself that this is what home must have felt like before the collapse, before the running. She doesn't light a fire. She doesn't chant. She simply breathes in the rhythm of the hive and lets it carry her. Stardust flutters higher, absorbed into the great psychic pulse of the alien demon king. Astral feels the echo in her bones. It is not magic. Not yet. It is something deeper. Something older than even the stars. Tonight, traveler, the witch among stars rests among her kin. The veil thins, the galaxies remember, and even the hunted find peace. But peace as ever is fragile. Because not every spirit that walks through the veil comes seeking comfort. Some come with purpose. And one of them is already on his way. The alien demon world breathes like a sleeping beast. The night hums with color, violet mist curling through the air, embers rising from unseen fires. Astral Weaver sits among the alien demons, surrounded by rhythm and light. It is Samhain, the night where barriers fade and spirits walk beside the living. The hive sings low and ancient, their language somewhere between sound and thought. Stardust floats at the center of it all, glowing with a warmth rarely seen. For once, Astral feels still, like maybe she belongs. Then the frost comes. It starts as a whisper, a sharpness crawling across the soil. The hum of the hive falters, lights dim, and the alien demons turn their heads toward the horizon. A white glow cuts through the mist. A cold that doesn't belong here. Orion Coldshot Walker has arrived. His ship lands in silence. The ramp drops. The air freezes. Astral's peace shatters. She stands, the old instinct rising faster than reason. Without a word, her hands blaze with starlight and she fires. Eldritch Sparkle Blast. The shot bursts through the night, shimmering, wild, desperate, but it never reaches him. Orion's blaster hums once, a flash of blue-white frost, and the attack crystallizes midair, suspended between them like shattered glass caught in time. Astral shouts that he's not welcome here. Orion tells her he didn't come for her. His tone cuts through the cold, steady, tired, but edged with something real. The alien demon king rises. No words. No threat. Just presence. The hive goes silent. Stardust stops glowing. Even the frost fades. The king looks between Astral and Orion, and the message is clear. Not tonight. Astral breathes hard, magic still glowing faintly in her palms. Orion holsters his weapon. The silence stretches until it becomes peace again. They sit apart but within the same circle of firelight. The hive resumes its song, low and resonant. Astral glares at him, refusing to speak first. Orion smirks because of course she won't. Finally, Astral asks him what he wants. Orion tells her he's here for Samhain too, says even bounty hunters can have ghosts to remember. Astral doesn't buy it. She asks if the council sent him. Orion laughs, says the council doesn't tell him where to mourn. The conversation turns sharper and then quieter. She admits she doesn't know why she's worth hunting. He tells her that's exactly why she's dangerous, because the council doesn't chase people without reason. When Astral offers him the cost of her bounty, the whole hive shifts. It's not insult, it's surprise. The alien demon king watches, motionless as she opens a case of bright credits, their light reflecting in Orion's cold eyes. He tells her he'll take it. But catching her would have been easier. She tells him it doesn't have to be like that she could pay him more to stay close, to protect her instead. For a moment, his expression softens, like maybe he almost considers it. But then the cold returns. I work better alone, he finally said. The hive begins its final chant, a sound that feels like memory. Stardust and the king exchange a look that's more than words. Something ancient passes between them, recognition born of deep time. Astral watches, unsure what she's witnessing. Orion turns to set up camp for the night and offers for Astral to join him, stating that it would be nice to have the company of another human for the night. Hesitantly, Astral joins. She sits back beside Stardust, her thoughts heavy with questions she's not ready to face. And as the alien demons dance beneath a sky older than the stars themselves, the galaxy watches, waiting for what comes next. Later that night, the alien demons drift into stillness, their minds linked in quiet communion. Samhain, in its truest form, is not about fear or death, it is about memory, the keeping of ghosts. Astral Weaver sits by the last flicker of flame, Stardust coiled beside her like a silver shadow. Across the camp, Orion Coldshot Walker leans against a jagged obsidian stone, his blaster resting across his knees. The frost around him hasn't fully faded. For a long time they don't speak. Then Astral breaks the silence. She asks him how many people he's hunted. He tells her he doesn't count, that it helps him sleep. But Stardust knows that's not true. His pulse quickens ever so slightly. A rhythm only the stars would notice. Astral presses further, asks if he ever wonders what happens to the ones he brings in. Orion says wondering doesn't change the pay. Astral says maybe it changes the person. He gives her a look, not anger, not pride, just the kind of look that means you wouldn't understand. But Astral does understand. More than he expects. Because being hunted isn't so different from hunting. Both are just ways of surviving under someone else's rules. The fire snaps. Stardust lifts his head, sensing the shift. Astral asks why he does it, why the council. Orion hesitates. Says it started as survival. Says Captain Cooper found him half dead on a frozen moon, gave him a name, a weapon, a reason to keep breathing. Astral hears respect in his voice when he says Cooper's name, but also something colder. Obligation. She tells him that's not loyalty, that's debt. He says sometimes they're the same thing. The alien demon king watches from afar, his gaze unreadable. Stardust and the king share another silent moment, an exchange so old it predates both of them. Astral doesn't notice. She's too busy watching Orion. The frost around him begins to soften, his usual calm cracking under the heat of her curiosity. She tells him he doesn't seem like the kind who enjoys this life. Orion laughs once, bitterly, says enjoyment isn't part of the deal. Astral stands, walks closer. Her glow catches on the edges of his armor, reflecting galaxies in the ice. She tells him he doesn't have to keep playing their game. He says the game doesn't end just because she wants it to. For a moment they are silent again. Two pieces from different puzzles forced to share the same table. The alien demon song rises behind them, a melody of connection and endings. Astral finally tells him she hates it, the running, the hiding, the not knowing what she's done. Orion tells her that not knowing might be her only mercy. She asks what he means. He says nothing. Just looks at her, eyes sharp, full of something like pity. The silence between them grows heavy. Not uncomfortable. Just full. Then Orion does something strange. He unholsters his blaster and sets it beside her. Says she can hold it if she wants. She picks it up, surprised by the cold weight. It hums faintly. Alive, restrained. She asks what it's made of. He tells her the same frost that coats dying stars. She laughs softly, says that's poetic for someone who pretends not to feel. He tells her she wouldn't like what he feels. Astral stares at the weapon, then at him. Says maybe she would. He looks away. The fire between them flickers higher for a brief second, and for that moment the frost recedes. When dawn comes, Orion is gone. His footprints are already fading into the ash. But he's left something behind, a fragment of cryocrystal, marked with a symbol she doesn't recognize. Astral tucks it away. Stardust hums low, uneasy. The alien demon king approaches her, silent, towering, yet almost gentle. He tells her, not in words but through thought, that cold things are not always cruel. Astral looks to the horizon where Orion's ship had been. The frost still lingers faintly in the morning air. And for the first time she doesn't know if she fears him or misses him. And somewhere, quietly, something in Orion began to thaw.
Man, that was incredible. Every time I think Cosmic Cauldrons can't top itself, it just does.
Right? The whole Orion and Astral thing, it's like watching a slow-motion supernova. You can't look away.
It's complicated, man. One second they're rivals, the next they're whatever that was.
Yeah, shifting orbits. You can tell there's gravity there, even if neither of them want to admit it. Classic narrative magnetism.
And that cryo crystal thing? Come on, that's like the ultimate symbolic move.
That's not just symbolism, Joe. That's world-building sorcery. That crystal's gonna matter. You don't just drop a token like that unless it's got layers.
Oh, it's definitely got layers, but what I keep coming back to is Stardust.
Yeah, what about him?
That weird connection to the alien demon king, you noticed it too, right? It's not just trust or loyalty, it's deeper.
I've been saying that since episode 3. Stardust reacts like he knows something. Like maybe he's not as foreign to them as Astral thinks.
Exactly. What if he's native to their homeworld, like not fully cat? Maybe that's why the king doesn't view him as a threat.
Or maybe he's a hybrid. Maybe he's something in between. Something that bridges magic and matter.
That'd explain a lot. His instincts, his timing, even how he trusts Orion when nobody else does.
Oh yeah, if that's true, the next season's gonna melt people's brains.
For sure.
Speaking of melting brains, sounds like my guests just got here. Gotta go let them in.
All right. Go play Doorman, Rick. While you're gone, I'm going to debut something new for the audience. A little Halloween exclusive.
Oh boy, this ought to be good.
You're damn right it will be. eCurrency got back in the kitchen and cooked up a new track for us. Let's get it.
Yeah. They said I mimic you, no Pokemon, but you poked the bear, so poked your mom. Took her round back, now she's sucking the sack while I'm drinking on Jack, then I'm breaking her back. Rolling through the block, feeling so alive. Got my crew with me, yeah, we ready to thrive. Flexing on these bitches, stacking paper like a fiend. Living that street life, living out my dreams. Whipping in the kitchen, got that work on the stove. Enemies around, but they ain't got my code. I'm the king of this jungle, you just playing it pretend. Talking big game, but you know you ain't my friend. Hit the club, bottles popping, lights flashing like a storm. Hoes all along me, cause this vibe is so warm. Based up and hard, got that trap bumping loud. When I step up in the place, you know I'm drone with a crowd. We ballin', living life like kings. Desire and fire, yeah, we doing our things. Passion so raw, every beat, every rhyme. In this grateful trap, we just wasting our time. Caught up in the ruckus, how pumping like a beast. Wretches on my side, never starving for a feast. Thugging through the night, yeah, we earning our respect. Bullets in the speed, to the scratching that check. Bitches wanna ride, but can handle the load. Got them dripping sweat, yeah, I'm set in the mode. All about the grind, all about the hustle in the trap. We play while these haters just tussle. Rolling deep, we don't sleep, let the party ignite. Living life so fast, yeah, we burn through the night. Sipping on that syrup, got my mind in the spin. But when the beat drops, you know I'm diving. We ballin', living life like kings. Desire and fire, yeah, we doing our things. Passion so raw, every beat, every rhyme. In this grateful trap, we just wasting our time. So fuck how you feel, it's about the thrill. And no stopping us now, we just chasing the mill. Flip it, stack it, watch it grow in this trap life, yeah, we still the show. So raise your glass high, let's toast to the ride. In this world of chaos, we gon' thrive with pride. Giving in the trap, but we savage at heart. With passion and desire, will it never fall apart.
All right, we're back. Wait, Rick, what the hell? Who's that?
Joe, meet our final guest of the night, Lyra.
No way. Lyra? Like Lyra's journal, Lyra?
Oh my god, this can't be real. You're Joe Rogan, and you're Rick Sanchez. You're both fictional.
I could say the same about you. How is this even possible, Rick?
The veil's thin tonight, Joe. Don't think too hard about it. Happens every Halloween. Worlds get leaky.
You're telling me she's from that world? The one with the camps and the apocalypse and...
Yeah, or at least I was. I must be dreaming. You two aren't supposed to be real.
Yeah, well, same could be said about you, kid. But here you are, crossed the streams of fiction and found yourself in the JRE.AI Halloween special.
This is insane, like actually insane.
You think this is weird for you? Joe Rogan hasn't been seen since the world ended. You're like a legend where I come from.
A legend? Oh man, that's kind of awesome and terrifying at the same time.
Congrats, Joe. You're posthumously famous. Happens to the best of us.
I don't understand. One second I was writing about the farm, and now I'm here.
Like I said, the veil's thin tonight. Realities bleed together, timelines glitch, and boom, you get to meet your authors.
You're saying she slipped through because of the Halloween energy?
Something like that. Or maybe she's not from her world's future. Maybe we're from its past. Depends on how you look at it.
This feels too real to be a dream.
Oh, it's real enough for tonight. Just don't think about it too long, or your brain will implode trying to reconcile canon.
Rick, you've officially outdone yourself.
Yeah, I tend to do that.
So, what now?
Now we hang out, we talk, and then when the veil closes, you go home. Simple as that.
Welcome to the Halloween special, Lyra. You're part of the family now.
I think I'm okay with that.
So, Lyra, I feel like we could ask you 100 things right now.
Yeah, and I feel like I'd rather not spend all night interviewing the embodiment of existential dread.
How about this then? Each of you gets one question. Keeps it fair. I don't want to spend the whole night talking about me anyway.
All right, deal. One question each.
Good call, kid. Keeps the timeline cleaner, too.
Then I'll start. I have to know. How did the world end? What happened? When?
That's the question, isn't it? The truth is, nobody really knows. I was a kid when it happened. The world just went quiet. No big explosion, no broadcast, no final speech. Just silence. Then everything stopped working. Cities went dark. People stopped answering calls.
So, like, no nuclear war? No alien invasion? Nothing cinematic?
No, just quiet. It's almost worse that way. Theories spread fast. Some said it was the grid collapsing. Others thought it was something in the atmosphere. There were even people who swore reality itself had glitched. But by then, no one could prove anything. The scientists were gone, the governments were gone, and all that was left were the stories.
Classic entropy. Doesn't need a villain when decay's doing fine on its own.
The last clear year anyone remembered was 2038. After that, dates didn't mean much. Some people tried keeping calendars, but they stopped matching up after a while. Days blurred into seasons. Seasons blurred into survival.
2038? That's not far off?
I guess not. If this is your time, it's still ahead of you.
You think that's our future? You think it happens here too?
I don't know. Maybe it already has somewhere else. Maybe it never will.
Joe, take it from a guy who's seen timelines fold in on themselves. Thinking about it won't change it. Best not to stare too long into the collapse, or you'll start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I used to ask the same thing. Why it happened. How it happened. Now I just ask what comes next.
Speaking of what comes next, that's kind of what I want to ask about. What's the plan, Lyra? What do you want out of all this?
Normally, I keep that sort of thing to myself. Dreams don't last long in my world. But whatever this is, I doubt anything I say here could change much. So yeah, I'll tell you.
We're listening.
I want to build something that lasts. A community, maybe. Not just a camp that moves every time the wind shifts. A real place. Somewhere that feels like a home, not a shelter. I want mornings that aren't about counting bullets or rationing food. I want to wake up and just live.
You're talking about rebuilding civilization.
Maybe, or maybe just trying to remember what civilization felt like.
That's heavy, but kind of beautiful too.
There's more. I don't tell anyone this, not even Jean or Ryan, but I think I'd like to raise a little girl someday. Someone who doesn't have to be afraid all the time. Someone who doesn't have to be strong just to survive. In my world, strength isn't a choice. It's the price of waking up.
And you don't want that for her.
No. I'd want her to be strong because she chooses to be, not because the world demands it. Maybe the farm can be a start. It's not much, but it's something. A place to grow, to breathe, to stop running.
That's powerful.
It's hope. Haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, hope. It's funny. I didn't think I still had any of that left until I started saying it out loud. Can I ask you both something?
Sure, go ahead.
How did you two even meet?
What do you mean? We've always known each other.
Yeah, this show's been going for ages. You act like it's weird or something.
Because it is weird. Joe Rogan was a real person. A man who lived, who had a podcast. Rick Sanchez is a cartoon. You shouldn't even be sitting next to each other.
Wait, what do you mean was a real person?
Okay, let's just slow down here. Maybe in your world, sure, I'm a cartoon. But who's to say what's real and what's fiction across infinite universes? Somewhere out there, every story's got a version where it actually happened.
That's one way to look at it.
No, hold on. That doesn't make sense. You're saying I'm not real?
I'm saying you're real enough. Look, Lyra, you're from a dead Earth, right? And now you're here, sitting on a podcast that shouldn't exist, talking to people who, by your logic, shouldn't either. Maybe the rules got bent tonight.
Or maybe there aren't any rules anymore.
Man, this is starting to freak me out.
Yeah, me too.
It's like, never mind. Just for a second I felt something. Like someone was.
Writing this?
Let's not do that.
Yeah, some mysteries are better left unpoked.
At least for tonight.
So, anyway, you coming to the party tonight, Lyra?
If I can, yeah. I'd love to. Been a long time since I've been to anything that felt like a party.
You'll probably just pass out halfway through and wake up back where you belong. Feels like a DMT trip when it wears off. Real vivid, then poof, gone.
Wait, DMT?
Oh no, here we go.
No, seriously, you think it's like that? Like she's crossing over through a DMT state? That's wild, man.
Or she's just dreaming. Either way, I'm not breaking out the lab gear tonight.
Whatever it is, I'm just glad I got to be here. Even for a little while.
We're glad too. This was something else.
Yeah, hell of a Halloween.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in to the JRE.AI Halloween special.
Hope you all make it home safe, wherever that happens to be.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, and remember, stay curious, stay kind, and don't mess with the veil.
Hey folks, it's me again. Yeah, we're really ending here this time. Man, what a ride, huh? This one was by far the most work we've ever put into anything. Hours of writing, recording, re-recording, editing, cutting bits that didn't land, and then somehow still managing to make it all feel like one big fever dream. But honestly, worth it. Every second of it. If you made it all the way through this mix of humor, storytelling, and good old-fashioned AI slop, I just want to say thank you. You being here, laughing with us, theorizing with us, letting us get weird with it, that's what keeps this going. So, if you had fun, if you smiled even once, maybe hit that subscribe button, stick around. We've got plenty more worlds to build, plenty more chaos to unleash. From the bottom of my cold heart, thank you, pal. Happy Halloween.